Hello and welcome to UMATA. Who matters? UMATA. Okay, another day, another video. I'm G-Man. And today we're talking about how hobbies changed my life. Ooh, I'm gonna really like this one. I get excited about this stuff because I could talk about this stuff forever. I will probably make many videos about hobbies. Hobbies. What is a hobby and how did it change my life? A hobby is a activity or a focus that you do out of interest. It's that simple. It's not an obligation. It's not work. It's not family. So a hobby is I like reading books. A hobby is I like to golf. A hobby is I like to fish. A hobby is I like studying history. A hobby is a small thing that you do for your own enjoyment. I'm going to get into why they are so important for your success. They are absolutely critical for your success. Hobbies reveal to you where you're at in life. What a hobby does is it shows you what you're capable of and what you're not. Because when you're doing something that you like, then it's going to be something that you care about. It's not because you have to do it. It's because you enjoy it. It's that simple. There's something that you do that brings you enjoyment. And when you do an activity that brings you enjoyment, when there's an area of it that you can't do or you can't do well because your health is in the wrong shape, your strength is not good enough or whatever, your ability isn't there, because you enjoy it, it reveals unenjoyment and a sad feeling. And that's why hobbies are so important. The best way to look at a hobby is very simple. Hobbies are rulers of your success. They're rulers of your abilities. They are rulers and metric revealers that show you where you're at in life. And I'll give you a great example. I really like to waterboard, I really like to water ski, and I like to surf. When I developed more and more hobbies, that's really when I made it a priority to change, because there were things I wanted to do, but I couldn't do them very well because I was fat or I was overweight or I was weak or I was smoking. I couldn't breathe. Get what I'm saying? So it wasn't until I started wakeboarding regularly here in Florida or surfing that I realized, wow, I'm actually really fat. I can't even stand on this board correctly. Or wow, I can't do this thing I want to do. I want to do this thing because I enjoy it for an hour. But I can't because after 10 minutes, I'm completely gassed. So the people who have the most to change are the people who really don't have anything going on in their life. Hate to break it to you, but the less hobbies you have, the less interesting you are to yourself, the more problems you're going to develop. And you know, it really is interesting. There is some truth to be said about people that have it all, or people that have a lot going for themselves. Because I've been both. You know, I've been someone who's had a lot going for myself, but I've also been someone who had nothing going for myself. I've been in the dumps before, but I've also had some pretty good peaks. And I totally get it now, why in high school or college or just life in general with friends and family, there's those people that are just killing it. And you're like, sometimes you get jealous of them. Sometimes you're like, man, I want what they have. Why can't I have that? And it's actually a very simple answer. And here's the truth not a lot of people want to admit. The reality is that, frankly, you're not as good as them in that physical attribute or in that capacity for that specific activity or form of achievement. It's that simple. People always say, well, the heart matters. Oh, it's know who you are. Well, yeah, that guy, he's got a lot of money, but he's not happy. Or that guy, he's got a lot of money, but he got it from his daddy or whatever crap. Those are excuses. The frank reality is that most people don't come from money. Just take a look at it. Okay, you got people that are 1%ers or people that perform better. Okay, fine. But 20 years ago, 40 years ago, I can assure you that most of those people didn't come from anything. So why are they doing so well in life? Why are they performing so well? Why are they waking up well? Why are they sleeping well? Why are they eating well? Why are they doing well? Why do they have money in their pocket? And you don't. And trust me, I've been where you're at. Or maybe you have a lot going for yourself, but there's some area you want to improve. Trust me when I say this, I have literally lived and not had a penny to my name before, and I've literally lived and had a BMI over 30 where I was over 200 some odd plus pounds. The reason why they're there and you're not is because, frankly, they're better than you at that area in life. And it's that brutal honesty that I'm going to tell you, because you're not going to get anywhere else. The corporations aren't going to tell you. The media is not going to tell you. The government's not going to tell you. And frankly, friends and family and relatives, relationship people, they're not going to tell you either, because they don't want to hurt your feelings. So you can just kind of come here and I'll just tell you for free. The frank reality is that those people did the work, they put in the work, and they're actually better at it because they're stronger at it than you are. And that's what hobbies reveal. That's what a hobby will do for you if you just take a look. And so that's a little tangent, but let's go back to hobbies. That's what the hobby does. I want to golf. Oh, that guy can shoot farther than me. Or, I want to go jogging. Oh, I can't jog that long. Or I want to crochet and I can't focus that long on a crochet. I don't know my patterns, but my aunt knows better or whatever. The hobbies reveal your capacity to perform a specific function or task. And because it's something that you like, it's something that when you don't perform well at it, it motivates you to become better, to go perform better at it, because you want to enjoy it more. Even with golfing, when I picked up golfing, I was like, man, this is awesome. I'm not at a computer, I'm not working, but I got this thing in my stomach called a gut, and I feel fat. I can't even swing around the ball the way I want to. All my friends that are good golfers, they're thin. Go figure. Most of them, not all of them. I was like, maybe I should lose some weight so swinging becomes easier. I dropped some pounds. You don't want to know what happened? Swinging became easier, golf became more enjoyable. And that's the start of what's so important about hobbies. And we're going to go into hobbies a bit more. Who matters? You matter. Like, comment, subscribe.